Bear Swamp is a forest of 400 to 500-year-old black gum trees along the Delaware Bay in southeastern New Jersey. These trees are some of the oldest in eastern North America, and they have begun to die. The groundwater at the base of the forest is getting saltier from the rising sea. Eventually, much of the forest where the trees are will be underwater, and the trees themselves are doomed. Earth is rapidly shedding life and the systems which sustain it, yet we do not seem to be able to face it, even though we know it's happening. Sea level rise, fueled by warmer oceans and sinking land, is pushing saltwater ever closer to the trees, with the potential to kill them in the distant future. Less than a half-mile away, hundreds of trees are already dead from rising salt levels in what was a freshwater stream. Even though these are not the old black gum trees, they are not the only trees threatened in this primeval forest, which lies within a 6,765-acre Glades Wildlife Refuge. Maybe all is not lost for the old black gum trees, since they can be reestablished well in erosion-prone areas like burned-over forest, abandoned fields, rolling hills, and cold mountain swamps. This primeval forest is so unique because it is so remote it lacks both people and trash. Unfortunately, sea level rise in New Jersey is as old as the black gum trees themselves. In the 1700s, the colonists noted saltwater intrusion. The state's coastal areas have been sinking for thousands of years, and pumping out groundwater for human usage accelerates this subsidence. Part of the problem is old mining pits. If the land had remained unmined, it would act as a buffer, slowly draining water back toward the bay. Instead, closer to the bay, streams and creeks hit 10 to 12 parts per thousand salinity. A forest cannot move itself. Once the surrounding water filled the old mining pits, the swamp of Bear Swamp spanned 1,000 acres, helping to accelerate saltwater intrusion. The pits are a natural highway for saltwater to travel through. The black gums are hollow, making them hard to date. Some may be older than even half a millennium. The deepest part of cores dated back to about 1790s, but that was only halfway to the diameter of some trees, meaning they are much likely older. It is a very special forest, just for the size of the trees of the species alone, no matter how old they truly are. The worst part of this story is there is no answer to saving these trees. Everything is dying where the stream comes in 100%. Every year it's more dramatic than before. If you are an unbeliever in climate change, I advise you to visit Bear Swamp and see for yourself the devastation.